The race for the White House is heating up, and 8 Republican candidates just wrapped up their first debate. Senior political reporter Jason Whiteley is live in studio to show us what happened without former President Trump on stage.
Indeed, Trump was not there tonight, but tonight we did see Republicans bash President Biden and talk about what the country would look like with each of them in the White House. But just a couple of them, Chris, a couple of those candidates on that stage tonight actually went after Donald Trump. Why does that matter? Well, keep in mind, before they can take on President Biden, someone in this group first has to defeat Trump.
Tonight, the race for the White House takes flight.
On the floor of a basketball arena, the 2024 election cycle officially began.
First, let me just address a question that is on everybody's mind at home tonight. Who the heck is this skinny guy with a funny last name, and what the heck is he doing in the middle of this debate stage?
8 Republicans on stage here, Donald Trump not among them. Vivek Ramaswamy, the early standout here, and candidates went after him rather than the frontrunner, Donald Trump.
Well, I got news for you, Vivek. I've been in the hallway. I've been in the West Wing.
For me, it's pretty simple. That's something a U.S. president can do with focus, and I'll deliver on it.
Well, let me explain it to you. Vivek, if I can. I'll go slower this time. Now is not the time for on-the-job training.
I've had enough already tonight of a guy who sounds like ChatGPT standing up here. And the last person in one of these debates, Brett, who stood in the middle of the stage and said, "What's a skinny guy with an odd last name doing up here?" was Barack Obama, and I'm afraid we're dealing with the same type of amateur standing on stage tonight.
Going into the debate, Trump polls at 52%. The next closest Republican, Ron DeSantis, at 15%. The remaining 9 candidates are all in single digits, including Ramaswamy.
Going back and forth being childish is not helpful to the American people.
Candidates were quizzed on crime, climate change, abortion, and eventually Trump's criminal indictments. And 7 of the 9 Republicans here raised their hands to say they would still support Trump even if he is convicted of a crime. Chris Christie did not.
Someone's got to stop normalizing this conduct.
We have to look at the fact that 3/4 of Americans don't want a rematch between Trump and Biden.
Ramaswamy is the only one who vowed to pardon Trump. Republicans tonight beginning to shape what the 2024 race might eventually look like. So after every debate, the question is, who won? Well, Vivek Ramaswamy could be considered the standout tonight that a lot of people probably were less familiar with. But nothing we saw over the last 2 hours likely changes the fact that Donald Trump wakes up tomorrow in the same position as frontrunner for the Republican Party.